because they're going to have to draw an extra card thanks to our Doomsday Excruciator. And that means they lose unless they block right here. They did not block, so they lose. You stole our stuff, and you still thought you were going to win. You should have blocked. You weren't counting on it. You weren't counting on the extra card, but we were. Good game. Hello, hello. I am AverageZen, your host of AverageZen Presents, and we are streaming live to you. Yes, you watching right now on Twitch at AverageZen Presents or YouTube at AverageZen. All are acceptable, are welcome. Please bring it in, Zen community. Big group hugs all around. You feel the love? I feel the love. All right, we're in sync. Let's talk about our first deck of the day. But before we jump into that, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff. It does help out the channel. I know, you got everybody asking for your attention. But if you like us enough to have stuck around this long and you haven't already clicked away, you may have the attention span for our community. So please join us officially by hitting that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It does help out the channel, and we appreciate it very much. I love hearing from all of you. We're getting a lot of comments lately. Let's jump into our best of one standard deck today. This is a best of one catch-all scenarios version of a deck I saw on MTG featuring Doomsday Excruciator, and we haven't seen this guy around here since Jace rotated out of the format. And I was like, I never really got into the deck, even though it was a champion deck when it was in standard, and we'll give it a try. In a VV world, why not? If everything else is busted, let's become the demon. So what are we doing? Well, we are destroying everything and drawing cards until we find a Doomsday Excruciator, and then attacking in with a Restless Reef and finishing them off, hopefully before we mill ourselves out. That's the plan. To get us there, we have a suite of removal, encounter, and draw options. And Duress, Locust Spray, Stab, Consult the Star Charts, Divert, Disaster, Essence Scatter, Negate, Feed the Cycle, Long Goodbye, Nowhere to Run, Shoot the Sheriff, one copy of Outrageous Robbery, card I said we'd never play on this channel. But here we are. These are the trying times we live in. 4 stock-ups, 2 Arch Enemies Charm, 2 Quantum Riddler, 3 Deadly Cover-Up, and a suite of Dimir lands, and 1 Demolition Field that I'm sure will get every single opening hand thanks to the Shuffler's Best of One smoothing. And of course 4 copies of Restless Reef. Round it out. It's that simple, folks. We'll see if it actually winds up ranking us up and climbing the ladder in Diamond, where we have been sitting since the first week. This last week, 0 progress on the ladder. If you're keeping track on the home game, we have been playing with too many rogue decks and trying to have fun. Kind of hit a wall here with our mono green deck that we were relying on so much for all last season and the first week of this season to get up into Diamond. So we're looking for something. I'm noticing a shift in the meta, a little bit more control heavy, which it's hard for our mono green deck to come back from. So that's why we're trying this out, see how we like it. I like our hand. We have card draw and a body. We've got plenty of lands, and we have more lands on the way, as well as interaction. Alright, right away I can see that we may want to have this already up and ready for some interaction of our own. It looks like we're in the mirror match here. Duress can be negated. No, we're going to hold on to our cards if that's cool. Mirror match engaged. Alright, let's go Quantum Riddler, draw a card. Alright, excellent. I'm hoping they hit us with a bat or something next. Probably not, though. This is probably an explosive singularity deck. Alright, let's enter tapped here and pass the turn. We can also pass turn. Can has in turn. I think they're going to get us, though, just because we don't really have much we can do about people milling us. I mean, we might as well go for the Quantum Riddler, right? Make them get rid of whatever counter spells they've got in their hand, or try to anyway. I mean, at least we get the card, right? Was not expecting for it to resolve. Alright, excellent. Another land. It wasn't in our opening hand, though, so we would have lost that bet. Oh my, another land. Wonderful. I think we're going to wind up cycling this Locust Spray. What an exciting first match. Alright. Can they counter our triggered ability, or our activated ability? A stab and another land. Alright, cool, we'll do that. Maybe one of these days we'll get a Restless Reef. It's only a 4 of in the deck, and we've drawn every other land. The next spell they cast cannot be countered. Okay. Are we really in the mirror match? Is this also a Doomsday Excruciator deck? What are the odds? No, there's their demolition field. Hey, we also have a demolition field. And we're going to use our demolition field to blow up your demolition field. So that we can play our Restless Reef, hopefully. Cool. Alright, well, next turn, maybe we get to play our man land, and maybe they don't have a second demolition field because they're running the exact same list we are. Except, I don't think we have 2 Mistrized villages. I don't even think I have 1. Alright, Restless Reef in the house. No demolition field on board. Alright, they have made their next spell uncounterable. Oh, River Turn Monument. Okay, yeah, see, that's not what we're... so this is the Explosive Singularity deck. Yep, we don't have much we can do about that. Except, we can Deadly Cover Up and exile our entire graveyard? I mean, we're kind of okay with this as long as they don't hit a Doomsday Excruciator, right? Yeah. We've only got 2 of them in the deck, and we're missing a lot. We haven't drawn any of our card draw. Okay, I like the Divert Disaster. I was hoping for a counterspell. But it's not exactly a hard counter, is it? I think we've already used our hard counter in Negate to keep them from duressing us. What a situation we find ourselves here in. Alright, yep. Okay, there's another land. Not exactly what we're hoping for. What riveting gameplay. Thank you, Matchmaker. Alright, there's an Essence Scatter and another land. They have their own Restless Reef. Because of course. Okay, another long goodbye. Okay, well. Do they have anything in their graveyard? I guess we get rid of... Let's see what's in their hand. Alright, well, that empties our graveyard. And they counter our deadly cover-up, but it doesn't matter. We've already emptied our graveyard to cast it. Alright, and we can't counter the 3 steps ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and boot up the man land. Oh, okay. Oh, well. They've got all the counters. They've got the Mistrise Village has got us on lockdown, right? At least we've gotten rid of the removal, hopefully. What a terrible situation to be in. And there's our consult the star chart, so I wish we would have been hit that. God. Oh, come on, come on. Singularity rupture. All right. Or are we dead in the water? Do we? Oh, yeah. There's one Doomsday Excruciator. And then they have enough mana to finish us off. All right, good game. Let's see if we can not wind up in the mirror match next game. Yeah, this deck doesn't, this list doesn't have a River Turn Monument. It's not really a mill plan so much as a land Excruciator and then finish them off plan. But it's obvious to me we have too much creature removal and not enough counters. So I think we go down one long goodbye. Go down one, shoot the sheriff. And let's go 3 steps. Alright, we'll give that a try. Just for some additional card draw. Alright. Take 2, everyone. Take 2. No sock. The virtuous, eh? I don't want to know what that means. Alright, we got a Restless Reef starting. We got some counters. We've got removal. Yeah, we'll go with this. Up against mono green, maybe? Alright, Scavenging Ooze. This is fine. Alright, let's shoot the sheriff, get rid of the ooze so they're not gaining life and exiling cards out of graveyards. A face down card, you say? Alright then, well. Trying to think of what green face down card this could possibly be. We'll find out. Oh, a Flourishing Bloomkin, nice. Oh, Scavenging Ooze, number 2. Alright, well, let's go with Pay 2 life. And pass the turn. Oh. Alright, well, they gained a life. At least we got rid of the guy. Face down card number 2. Alright, okay. Well, let's duress. My goodness, okay. And exile you. I'm sure that's another Flourishing Bloomkin. Yep. Solemn Simulacrum for a little ramp. I think the Divert Disaster literally will divert disaster. Also, the negate seems pretty good. You know what? We'll take 2. It's fine. Oh, we have the Doomsday Excruciator. That is wonderful news. If we can draw a land here. Any land will do. They're on 7 mana. Surely they cast Ugin, right? They gotta go for it. They can't resist. They cannot resist. Alright, let's go for our land. Come on, Quantum Riddler, no whammies. Oh, well, that'll do, though. That'll still do. I think we're still in good shape. I don't see them dealing 14 damage in the next couple of turns. Alright, what you got? Anti-causal. Let's go with this and scatter on that. Let's go ahead and deadly. No, wait, they're on 7 mana? Yeah, we're fine. Deadly cover up with evidence. Get rid of Ugin. Bahamut in hand. 2 more Ugins. Alright, cool. We get to draw a card. Alright, they're ramping up to try to get to that Bahamut. Doesn't really matter to us. We don't have any permanents other than a few creatures. Alright, still no mana for the... It's on 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. Alright, we found another deadly cover-up. That's actually perfectly timed. They're going to be able to cast their Bahamut here, then we deadly cover-up, remove the Bahamuts from their deck, and then we're pretty much good no matter what we do. Why didn't they cast the Bahamut? Oh, okay, because that was on our turn. That's why. There we go. Excellent. All right. I think we are good to go. All right, we're down to 6. We untap with a deadly cover-up. We get rid of all Bahamuts. Library. Oh, only the 1, huh? Okay, then. Well, that was interesting. I thought there would be more. I think we've removed all their win conditions. Alright, they have a dragon. We still cannot find another land. This is ridiculous. That's fine, I guess. Alright, well, while they're drawing cards, let's go ahead and shoot the sheriff. What have they found? Who knows? Consult the star charts. Can we find a land stars? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right, Doomsday Excruciator. Time to go. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, they're gonna draw a card. Okay. Your funeral. Nice. Nice. All right, we did it. We have done it. Long slogs of games, but it'll get us the win. No cheap thrills for this ride. All right, BJK Kurama, ma'am. Oh, we're on the play. I like it. Let's go turn one. You know what? We'll go Undercity Sewers first. That's great. Okay, I love to see a deadly cover up there. Oh, the Chocobo. Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and Duress. Well, Snakeskin Veil. Excellent. We'll get rid of that. I got 4 Asajj Katsuro and another Asajj Chocobo. All right, we are set. We are set to feed the cycle. You know what? We'll take the 4. I'm fine with it. All right, now we're set up. We can get rid of both of them at the same time. All right, nowhere to run. Comes down, kills 1. And Saz comes down and finds them a bird. We will. This is tough. I think we actually wait. I think we wait. We wait for them to cast the bird, and then we feed the cycle. And then we can... No. We wait for them to cast the bird, and then we just deadly cover up next turn if we can accept 6 damage here. Traveling Chocobo. Okay, yes. Counter that. And draw some cards. And we will kiss the long goodbye. No, we'll get rid of the feed the cycle. Yeah, that seems better. All right, cool. We're taking 7. And they put out a Bristly Bill. They misplayed that. They should have put... Oh, they couldn't. They didn't have enough. Oh, my goodness. What just happened? Put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, I forgot about Saz's... Oh, we could have avoided that. That's on me. I forgot Saz had another ability. Jeez. You never see that card. That's on me. Read your cards, kids. Oh, the shame, the shame. I think we could have won that if I would have just remembered that Saz had another ability. Or taking the time to read that paragraph on his card text. The ambitious. Okay. We can do this. It's not great. Alright, so we're looking at either Asia or Boroid or... I don't know, we'll see what we're looking at here. Gene Pollinator, show us the money. They have Surak, Boroid, Enduring Curiosity, and a couple of lands. Okay. So no non-creatures. And they just drew a land or elf. Cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and will respond. Now with that, to get rid of the elf, we don't really care about Sirach because we're just going to exile it. Assuming we're not dead. Alright, enduring curiosity is a problem. Alright, I really kind of wish we would have hit a land there. I don't think we're going to be able to win now. Oh, God. Why? Why is this happening? Alright, they get to draw a card. And then draw some more cards. And we desperately need a land. I don't think we're going to survive long enough. We're taking 9. Alright, we have to have... we don't have a card that'll fix this. We don't have a card that'll fix this. That's game. Okay. Yep. We might have stood a chance if we would have actually hit our land drops. They just, yeah, that duress showed me all I needed to know. They had a loaded hand. And we had no interaction with enough of it. Alright, again, Burgeon the Fervent. Hey, we got that Demolition Field opening hand. How about that? Okay, and a turn 1 Duress. Okay, Multiversal Passage. Let's see what's going on over there. Cash Grab, Arden, Town Greeter. Okay. So we need to worry about their graveyard. I don't think we have anything to worry about. They got a Valgamoth in there. Okay. Alright then. Fill that graveyard up. Well, there's a Cavero, Mind Bitten. Alright, let's go with a stock up. And we know we have the lands we need. I guess those guys there. The counter is good since we don't have Deadly Cover Up now. Alright, and they are delayed a turn. Excellent. Alright, Gloom Lake Verge, and we will hold up Divert Disaster and consult the star charts. Alright, what's it gonna be? Overlord? They can pay the 2. Oh, let's make them pay the 2. Alright, excellent. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves a land, so we ramp. Alright, okay, they have everything they need in the graveyard now. Alright, here. Let's go Duress. Nothing. Arden, Cavero. Okay, that's not great. I think what we have to do is just pass the turn. Because they're going to blow up their own board if they do Cavero into the Bringer of the Last Dawn or whatever it is. Final... yeah, Living End. Okay, they have an impending. So let's go XX. So we have 3 to put into this. Oh, excellent. Excellent. We can excellently cast this. Well, let's go U to hand, U to hand. And they gotta go with Cavero here, right? But why would they play the Brood Spinner if they're gonna do that? I think they're giving us a chance. I think they're giving us an ill-advised chance. Oh, but can we capitalize on it? I don't know. Okay. Well, we have things we can do here. Well, let's go ahead and pass the turn and keep up our mana. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm good. Alright, what are they gonna go for, I wonder? Alright, what are they searching for? Another Cavero for some reason. Okay. Alright, well, let's get rid of the Brood Spinner. And we'll let them do the impending thing and then consult the star charts. All right, cool. So what do we need? 3 steps ahead? Oh no, deadly cover-up. Deadly cover-up, for sure. Alright, commercial district. It's a surveil. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go deadly cover-up. Collect evidence. Alright, we can choose Arden. But I think we go bring her the last gift. Yep. And another one in their library. And there we have it. Alright, cool. We'll see what they want to do from here. Oh, Cavern of Souls on human. Okay. Well, what are you gonna choose? Arden? Alright. So basically we need another deadly cover-up. Oh, they had a Valgavoth in there. I didn't see that. So we need another deadly cover-up to get rid of Arden. And I don't see that. So let's go stock up. Oh no, Arch Enemy's Charm. And I guess another Quantum Riddler. Cool. What ward does it have? Oh, why isn't it showing the ward symbol? You gotta be kidding me. They have our Doomsday Excruciator. I didn't even see the Algorand in the graveyard. What a... Oh my god. Pfft. Ridiculous. They just had too much stuff in their graveyard, and we hit that Doomsday Excruciator way too late. Alright, come on, game. We are just not prepared for mass graveyard removal. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I mean, can you give us a creature deck to play up against Matchmaker, please? Jeez, man. Up against Mono Green, we do fine. But you keep on giving us nothing but graveyard and control matchups, and we're just gonna be floundering unless we hit the right draws. Half of our deck is anti-creature. You know, the decks that we typically run up against when we play this game. Alright, Tifa Lockhart, cool. A Llanowar Elf, cool. Well, let's go ahead and know where to run on the Hydra. Alright, Restless of Reef, and we'll go -2 on Tifa. We'll just go ahead and do this now, even though we could do it on their turn. -1 on the Elf, and that pretty much takes care of their board. Excellent. Alright, Restless Reef. Let's draw a card off of Quantum Riddler. Another land. Okay. Well, we're getting to Doomsday Excruciator territory, and we have a Restless Reef or two. It's quite possible we shut this game down in the next 2 turns. Alright, let's go Quantum Riddler. And then, yeah, next turn we throw down the Doomsday Excruciator, and I think we're good here. Unless they have the combo for Tifa in hand, in which case we have a blocker. So I think we might still be good. Well, let's attack him. And cast Doomsday Excruciator. Yes, we have doomed you. Did they find a land? Did they not find a land? Oh no, they did find a land. Okay. Well, that's good. That means there's less cards in their library. All right, we draw a card. We draw another card. Let's go Duress. Oh, World Souls Raids. Cool. We'll get rid of that. Boot up the Restless Reef. And that's game. Just like that. Just like we envisioned it. We did it. We didn't envision it. Just like someone else envisioned it, and we've managed to pull it off. Good game. It should have been that simple the entire time. But we keep on running into issues. Mostly Matchmaker setting us up against control matchups. MHP. All right. That's as opposed to MPH. All right, we'll do this. Once again, Demolition Field in the opening hand. And we'll even pay 2 life. The Restless Fortress tells me maybe the stab might be playable. Okay, then. Well, that's what I don't know what that was about, but good game. We shocked our land in, and they said, nope, yeah, we will be damaging you. You cannot damage yourself. Good game, sir. Dino dance it away, Tony Marie. Look at us go. Wooden pliability is our next opponent. All right, then. All right, we have cards here. This looks good. We have counters, we have removal, we have a creature for card draw. All right, let's hold up our removal. Steam Core Scholar. I'm tempted to let that resolve. And then what will they discard, I wonder? Oh, just a Valgavoth and a Crater Hoof Behemoth. Nothing to worry about there. I wish we would have had the Nowhere to Run out when we faced that last deck. Okay, we need a land. Come on, Sphinx, find us a land. Excellent, excellent. Overlord of ye Bale Mercs. Alright, that's a bunch of stuff in there. Crater Hoof Behemoth and a Valgavoth. Okay, we have the 3 steps ahead, so let's just hold that up. This seems like a good turn for them to try to reanimate something. Alright, Steam Core Scholar, sure. Tough choices. Tough choices wouldn't pliability. You must be more flexible. Alright, just an Arden and a Meringue River region. Nothing to worry about there. Alright, excellent. We found another land. This is good. This is very good. What you thinking over there? I want to know. Okay, they paid the 2 mana for that. They're just going ham on their graveyard. Okay, they found a Cavero. And a Marlboro. I don't think I've seen anybody play with Marlboro since I think we tried to build a combo deck around it. Alright, now let's go Divert Disaster. Okay, this is a problem. We really want another land game. Why? Our opponent is on 7 lands. We have 4. And they just put down a Mistrise Village. Oh my god. Come on. What is with everyone playing Mistrise Village? At least in our matchups today. Yeah, they're looking at it and they're like, oh, I can do the Mistrise Village. Alright then. You're gonna destroy what? Oh, they nowhere to run because they don't want to bring back Valgavoth and have the ward turned off. Alright then. Alright, well, let's go. Outrageous robbery for 2. Oh, Crater of Behemoth, eh? Well, at least we hit a land drop. Jeez. And another land drop. Our cup runneth over. Our problem with Valgavoth is we don't have any permanents to sacrifice. Okay. We have milled half their deck. That is something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're still 1 mana short. 4, 5, no, yeah, we're still 1 mana short. All right, Cavero, come on down. And they'll probably get the Valgavoth. But what is its... Okay, well... And then we still have the war to deal with. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. So we need a board wipe. That's the only thing that'll do it. We have to find a board wipe. That is a land. And then they get our 3 steps ahead. Come on, man. Where's our board wipes? We have 3 deadly cover-ups in this deck. Where's our card draw? We have a lot of it. 4 stock-ups, multiple consult to start charts, and no, we're just finding land. We are just finding land. Alright, well, let's do this then. Let's just go ahead and Doomsday Excruciator. Alright, well, they're returning things. We just have to find a board wipe, or we are dead. And they have a 3... No, they can't cast our 3 steps. Are they really going to bounce the Doomsday Excruciator? They do have 9 damage on board. We're on a 2-turn clock if we can't get rid of these creatures. Awaken the Honored Dead. Of course they have another one. Why wouldn't they have another one? They have enough mana to cast the Meringue River Regent too, not that it will do any good. Alright. There's the Doomsday Excruciator. But we do have removal. Alright, okay. So we go. Exile. Hold on. Hold on. All we have to do is attack. because they're going to have to draw an extra card thanks to our Doomsday Excruciator. And that means they lose. Unless they block right here with the rest. They don't block. They didn't block, so they lose. They did not block, so they lose. You stole our stuff, and you still thought you were going to win. You should have blocked. You weren't counting on it. You weren't counting on the extra card, but we were. Good game, Valgafal. Or should I say, Cavero the Mind Bitten. So even without the Graveyard 8, we still managed to pull through. Man, that felt good. Is this a consistent deck? Maybe I would add a few more. I would add probably a playset of the Doomsday Excruciator. And maybe cut back on removal a little bit and add more counters or a card draw. Maybe both. That's how I would tune it up. But what do I know? I'm just this guy. At any rate, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you next time.